Hi, and welcome to another Thursdays with the Mayor. We'll be going over some city council events that are coming up on Monday here. We have a city council meeting at 6 p.m. on Monday at the airport terminal. During that meeting, we'll be approving the annual liquor licenses for many of our local businesses here in town. We'll also be approving the utilization of the city property for Junk Street event coming up on September 13th, and that should be a neat event downtown. We'll also have the approval to use city property for the Nebraska Chapter of Antique Airplane Association for the week of August 22nd to the 26th at the Hastings Municipal Airport. Tony will put up a flyer here on that. Feel free to come out and check out the influx of antique airplanes from throughout Nebraska. This happens. Let's see, the one thing I want to point out is the monthly cookout here is from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and that's on Saturday, and that actually happens every month from spring to fall with the Airport Association. So please, not only just this weekend, but every month, once a month, come out and enjoy that. Also, I'm going to point out on Wednesday, it looks like on the 27th, come watch the flyout on Wednesday morning of August 22nd to begin the Blakesburg Bendix, which is a race of antique airplanes from Hastings to Blakesburg, Iowa. And there's actually 4 checkpoints that they go through, and that's kind of a neat event. You can come out and watch them fly out, but please attend that if that's something that interests you. Come out and see some real neat antique airplanes. We'll then move to a public hearing where we'll talk about the request of the Theater District LLC for a conditional use permit for the storage facilities at 905 Theater Drive. And in general business, we'll be discussing the approval of the Hastings Municipal Airport, the Apron Rehabilitation Project bid to Screed Tech LLC, which will be a nice project that airport's needed for a long time. We'll finish up with 2 items. I'll look at A here is resolution number 2025-24, removing the designation of blighted and substandard for redevelopment area number 12, commonly referred to as the former Hastings Regional Center. And the reason why we're doing that is because if we remove that designation, because that property is going to be used for ongoing business for years, we can take that percentage of that property and move it to another part of the city to help develop the other part of the city. So that will be item A, and then B will be the ordinance 4799, amending the section 2-204 of the Hastings City Code regarding rules of procedure, which is something we just need to do for quite some time to clean up some procedural things that we have during council meetings. So that pretty much sums up this city council meeting upcoming on Monday. And with that, we should probably move on and talk about the council's big ticket item, which is the budget. And this needs to be approved ahead of the new fiscal year that begins October 1st. I want to let you know that your council, along with your mayor, that's me, we're engaged in reviewing and subsequently approving the budget items proposed by the staff for the upcoming year. We'll be discussing this in depth at the August 18th council meeting, the August 18th council work session, along with discussion on e-scooters. And we'll be developing an ordinance to govern the safe operation of these devices on our public streets and sidewalks, something that has become a topic in Hastings as well as other municipalities. It's been on my radar for a while now, and I've talked to many people about this. We need to keep our kiddos safe while still letting them utilize and enjoy e-scooters, bikes, and one-wheelers is a priority of mine going forward. We'll collaborate with local police to set up classes and interact with our kids from grade school to high school to operate these safely and teach the rules of the road for safe operation. Something that's come up as these things have gained in popularity We really need to keep our kids safe. So that's going to be a big ticket item for the work session, along with the budget. Along with that, if you let's get to National Night Out. We had a great turnout at National Night Out on Tuesday. This was my first time involved with it. The police department and the chamber folks did a great job organizing it. This was a great way to get people out in our community interacting with local nonprofits and first responders. I think it was that Tuesday night, wasn't it? And had a great time out there. It was fun to see Hastings police officers and Hastings Fire and Rescue guys compete in the wing eating contest. And your mayor even spent some time in the dunk tank. What a good time that was. So I hope everybody had a good time on National Night Out that came out. It was a heck of an event. If you missed it, please show up next year. Maybe you'll get another shot at me in the dunk tank, and maybe that'll come up a little bit later too. Let's move on to the Aquacourt wrap-up. The Hastings Aquacourt water park season is coming to an end. The final day of this 2025 season is at the Aquacourt, 2200 West 3rd, will be Sunday, August 10th. The end of the Aquacourt season also means the annual doggy paddle event is approaching. The doggy paddle, this is when dogs are allowed to use the Aquacourt for one evening before the pool is drained. It'll be Monday, August 11th from 6 to 7:30 at the Hastings Aquacourt. Registration is $10 per dog. All pets must be up to date on their vaccination. Owners are responsible for the actions of their animals. Please come out if you want to and enjoy that. That should be kind of a neat event and a neat event for the dogs. So with that, we'll move on to Kool-Aid Days. I mentioned this earlier. Kool-Aid Days will be August 15th to 17th at Adams County Fairgrounds. This year's theme is the Grape Escape. And if you missed your opportunity to dunk me at the National Night Out, you get one more. But it's not easy because I talk a lot of smack. So I make you nervous when you're up there throwing. But come out and get another shot at me on Kool-Aid Days if you want to dunk me. And enjoy Kool-Aid Days. It's going to be a great event. Make sure to visit KoolAidDays.com or Kool-Aid Days on social media. The Oregon Trail Rodeo will also take place at the fairgrounds that weekend. Visit AdamsCountyFairgrounds.com or the Oregon Trail Rodeo on social media for more information on that. While Kool-Aid Days isn't a city activity, city departments will be doing activities as a part of Kool-Aid Days. For instance, the Parks and Rec Department will play host to a pickleball tournament beginning at 9 a.m. August 16th at Carter Park, and then a disc golf tournament beginning at 10 a.m. at Lake Hastings. The Hastings Museum has special activities as well throughout the weekend. They've got a great schedule available at hastingsmuseum.org. One Kool-Aid Days activity at the museum will be Food Truck Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. Food trucks will be set up in the Highland Park parking lot right behind the museum. The museum will also have free Kool-Aid stand with limited flavors, yard games, and more outside for everybody to enjoy. So please come out and enjoy Kool-Aid Days. It's a great event for Hastings. It's been going on for multiple years. I've enjoyed it for a long time. Roaming Grains Mini Golf Company will also have a free course set up for the guests to enjoy. Now let's get to Food Truck Fridays. Following Food Truck Fridays at the museum and the series that the Parks and Recreation Department did throughout the summer, Hastings Utilities is organizing a Food Truck Fridays monthly lunch event with local food trucks. The first one will be August 22nd, beginning at 11 a.m. This will also be in the Highland Park parking lot behind the museum. Come out. This event will be for the Hastings Museum, the utilities workers, fire, police. Come out and enjoy some good food and meet some of these people and interact. So that'd be a good time to do that on Food Truck Fridays. Hastings Fire and Rescue badge pinning and swearing in. Hastings Fire and Rescue will have a badge pinning / swearing in ceremony at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, August 12th. We'll have 4 new firefighters joining the department and a few veterans recognized for their promotion. I think a couple of those new guys were in the wing eating contest too. That was on National Night Out, so that was kind of fun to watch. I'll be there for this. That ceremony will be live streamed on the fire department's Facebook page, so be sure to check that out. And last but not least this week is 5K on the Runway. Something that I probably won't be taking part in because I'm not a big 5K runner. I run 40 yards at a time. But among the Parks and Rec Department's upcoming activities is the 5K on the Runway, a road race taking place at the Hastings Municipal Airport. It's at 8 a.m. September 20th. The course will run past the main airport apron that'll have airplanes to view, and the event will begin and end on the 99's Compass Rose on the terminal ramp. Early registration ends August 22nd. To register, go to Parks and Recreation Department page at thecityofhastings.org. Go to cityofhastings.org/parks to check out all the Parks and Rec Department's upcoming activities. I will be there, possibly in attendance to watch everybody run, but once again, I won't be joining in on that run because that's too far for this guy. Everybody have a great and safe couple weeks until I talk to you again, and God bless. Thank you.